Good morning. Welcome to another episode of Vice Grip Garage. Today I'm going to be taking some overspray off the glass on my truck. The guy that painted the side of it never covered anything, so there's a lot of overspray. I've got all the windows clean except the back one. I did a little bit of it a while back, but I thought I'd set up my camera and show you what I'm doing. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a razor blade. I have a holder for it. Scrape it, and then when I get most of it off, I'm going to take some quadruple-aught steel wool and go over the windshield. That way you don't scratch the glass, and try to get the rest of it off, and then I'll be able to see out of my back window a little better. I'll flip this camera around, show you what it looks like now, and then I'll get it set up in my phone holder and I'll start working on it. So as you can see, that's the part that's been cleaned, and I cleaned those so they don't look too bad. I got most of the overspray off, but that's a lot of overspray. This guy was an idiot, and it's not just on the windshield, it's on the paint, everything. Real quick here, I'll show you. I've been sanding down the box because he did such a lousy paint job. You can get an idea there how orange peel it is. There's runs in it. You can actually take your fingernail and scrape the paint off. I don't know if he didn't sand it, didn't put the hardener in the paint, what he did wrong, but it's just a terrible paint job. Let me pause this and see if I can get it set up so you can watch me for a few minutes, and we'll make some progress on this windshield. Okay, I'm back. I'm going to start scraping. I use a flat razor blade, and I have a holder for it, so a little easier on the hand. This is the only steel wool I have left, but it's quadruple-aught, 0000, so that's really fine. You can run it on the glass, and it takes soft stuff, and it doesn't, you could even, if you had enough time, you could get rid of the overspray, but the razor blade works faster, so that's what I'm going to use. Oops. Get her locked into place. And I have quite a few of these razor blades, so if this one gets dull, give you an idea of the junk I'm taking off. It does dull the razor blade after a while. Seems to work better going sideways. I didn't even realize how much overspray was on this back glass until you get it in the sun just right. Normally just driving, you really don't notice it, but when you get out and you're looking in, that's when you notice how much overspray there is. A guy could put some tape along the edge of this glass, or the paint, so you didn't scratch the paint, but I'm just trying to be careful so that doesn't happen. I don't know, maybe if a guy sprayed some goof off on here, something like that, help loosen the paint up, maybe it'd come off a little easier. But this really doesn't come off bad. When you get most of it off, the steel wool will take the remnant. Actually does a really good job. Kind of like polishing your glass at the same time. I think you guys can see the difference in before and after. It's hard for me to see what you guys are seeing because of the glare. But that almost looks like somebody hit something in the glass and scratched it. I don't imagine too many people are going to have this much overspray. I hope. But accidents happen sometimes. You forget to cover something. I made the mistake. I was painting an old truck and I thought, It's not going to be that hard to scrape off the glass, so I didn't tape it off. Oh man, did I regret that. It would have been alright if I would have even just taped part of it, but I didn't tape any of it. And I was doing this for a long time, trying to get all that paint off. And it was kind of thick, so. Well, I'm going to pause that. I'll get right back to you. Okay, I got her all clean. I haven't washed it, but all the overspray is gone. Of course, now I have overspray on my paint, up on the hood. I don't know if I can take that out with the polishing compound and a buffer or not, but I have a lot of work ahead of me on this truck. Get it back to shining again. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hopefully, if you have any overspray, and it work on a house, on the windows. Maybe you're spraying inside, got a little overspray, the old razor blade, and steel wool works pretty good. Thanks for watching. Have a great 4th of July.